Justice is a team sport. And friends, I'm starting to think that we all need to start playing just a little bit harder. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So is anybody out there frustrated, impatient, while we continue to wait for Donald Trump and his criminal associates to be held accountable for their crimes? I should probably ask, is anybody out there not frustrated? You know, justice really is a team sport. What do I mean by that? No, we don't all get to be part of the prosecutorial team that walks into court and tries Donald Trump for his crimes. Wait a minute, just a happy little daydream. Okay, I'm back. What I mean by justice is a team sport is that it takes all of us putting pressure on, keeping pressure on, speaking up, speaking out, demanding accountability, demanding justice. Pressure bursts pipes. And we need to keep the pressure on primarily our elected officials, because they can surely put pressure on the Department of Justice to move in the direction of accountability, right? They can hold hearings, they can subpoena people, they can fund or defund certain DOJ operations. Now, some politicians have already stepped up. Recall Elizabeth Warren was one of the first ones calling for a commission, a task force to dig into the crimes of Trump and company. Here's the headline from CNBC from some time ago. Elizabeth Warren wants to create a Justice Department task force to investigate Trump administration corruption. You may remember Congressman Eric Swalwell similarly supported a presidential crimes commission. He tweeted it out. I don't say this lightly. When we escape this Trump hell, America needs a presidential crimes commission. It should be made up of independent prosecutors who look at those who enabled a corrupt president. When we escape this Trump hell. Well, we've escaped the Trump presidency, but we have not yet escaped what Congressman Swalwell calls the Trump hell. So just standing by and hoping for the best is not an option. You know, some of you may have heard of, may be familiar with a gentleman named Walter Schaab. Mr. Schaab was the director of the U.S. Office of Government Ethics from 2013 through 2017, primarily in the Obama administration. And Mr. Schaab tweeted something today that caught my attention and that dovetails with what we're discussing. And his tweet reads as follows. If you think democracy is about picking a few leaders, sending them to Washington and watching the stupid Friends reunion while they save the republic, you're in for a disappointment. They will never do the right thing without the public breathing down their necks and demanding it. Now, I share Mr. Schaab's sentiments. I'll take exception with two of the things he says in his tweet. One, I don't know if the Friends reunion was stupid. I didn't watch it, and I don't intend to watch it. And two, I don't know that our government always does the wrong thing if we're not breathing down their necks. I do think they often decline to do the right thing if we, the people, aren't putting pressure on them to move in the right direction. And we're always asking ourselves, what can we do concretely to, participate in this thing called justice? If it's a team sport, how can we contribute? Here's one way we can all contribute concretely, and I do not mean money, not to a person, not to an organization, but there is a letter, there's a petition that caught my attention. And it's posted online and you can sign it. It's already been signed by more than 200,000 Americans. It's authored by an organization that was created in 2010, the day after the Supreme Court decided the horrific Citizens United case. You know, unlimited dark money in our politics, a democracy-busting decision by the Supreme Court. The next day, this organization was created. Talk about mission and purpose and goal. The organization is called Free Speech for People, and I am not affiliated with them. And I'm not asking you to donate to them or anybody else. But I would urge you to look at the letter, the petition online that you can sign that, as I say, more than 200,000 Americans have already signed. Let me just read the first two paragraphs so you get a flavor of what this petition is demanding. So it was written to Attorney General Merrick Garland, but before he was confirmed. This is while his nomination was pending. And it reads, "Dear Judge Garland," now Attorney General Garland, "we write to urge you to commit publicly to establishing within the Department of Justice, immediately upon your confirmation, an independent task force to investigate any potential federal, criminal, or civil violations that may have been committed by former President Trump, members of his administration, or his campaign, business, or other associates. For at least the past 5 years, Donald Trump and his aides and associates have engaged in a flurry of unethical, unconstitutional, and often criminal activity, culminating on January 6, 2021, with the seditious insurrection on the United States Capitol, incited and encouraged by former President Trump and his allies. If we are to begin the process of restoring the integrity of the Department of Justice and the rule of law to our nation, it is essential that the department thoroughly investigate these actions and, where warranted and appropriate, hold accountable those who have violated the nation's laws." And then the letter goes on to list many potential offenses committed by Trump and company. Now, if you go to their website, freespeechforpeople.org, you'll see there is a button, a tab. I don't know what you call anything on the computer, quite frankly, but it says presidential corruption. And if you click on it, you can add your name to that letter, that petition, that demand that the Department of Justice create a task force to get its arms around all of the presidential crime and the crimes by his associates and his enablers. And we hold these men and women accountable for what they did to the United States of America, for what they did to we the people. Justice is a team sport. Let's all get in the game, because justice matters. As always, folks, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.